Hi guys, I'm Manjeeta and welcome back. I know I haven't been putting up videos lately, but not to worry, I'm back and this time we're gonna have some power-packed videos for you. Thank you for sticking around, all my darling subscribers, and I'm so overwhelmed with the lovely comments which I am getting, and I'm glad to know that you're scoring better marks in your IELTS exam by following my channel and working hard, of course, and writing your lovely messages to me. And for all those who logged in for the first time, I'm Manjeeta and I help you crack that English better. As you know that I take online personal one-on-one coaching for English speaking, confidence building and personality development. If you're interested, do write to me at learnenglishwithmanjeeta@gmail. And for both of you, that is for people who want to work abroad and for students who want to study abroad, write to me at myopportunitiesabroad@gmail.com. Now, coming back to today's session is very important because we're going to talk about all the 3 sections which IELTS speaking section has. That's all the 3 parts which IELTS speaking section has. Now, when you enter the room, the examination room, there'll be an examiner, so do not get startled or scared. It's just another human being like you and me, probably a stranger whom you want to talk to and make friends with, okay? So take a deep breath, walk into that room, and there'll be a lovely smiling person, or not so smiling person, inside the room waiting for you. Well, the moment you enter, all you'll have in your hand is a passport. That is your identification. And the moment you sit, the examiner is going to introduce himself or herself, will ask for your introduction, and of course ask for your identification, which could be a passport in this matter. They will also explain how the exam will be conducted. Ideally, they should have a recorder which would record your conversation with the examiner. So I assume that someone else will be marking you after listening to your conversation with the examiner. Now, having said this ground rule, let me tell you, it is the best form of IELTS exam I think I enjoyed, because I love talking to people and I wanted to know the examiner more, or I wanted to share about myself with the examiner. Okay, now there are 2 ways to it. You can either psych up and spoil everything, or you can take it as an amazing experience and share your experience with the examiner. Alright, so the first part of IELTS section is the introduction and of course talking on some general topics. Okay, now this part, be careful, is something which should be very easy, and that's why it's in the beginning, because that helps you to loosen up and know the examiner more and vice versa. Now in this portion, the examiner will definitely ask you some leading questions. Okay, now of course you have to introduce yourself, and how to introduce yourself, I have done a video, have a look at it, I will link it around. Now post your introduction, the examiner will ask you some leading questions. That is, so it would be a question on, let's say the examiner is talking about sports, so which sport do you like, and then you answer that question. Then probably something else about the sport, which sport do you think is famous in your country, then you answer that question. Then the examiner might ask that, okay, why do you think people play this sport more, or which time of the year do you think they play this more, then you answer that. So what's happening? It's a one-on-one. The examiner is asking a question, you're answering that question, and then waiting for another question. Then the examiner asks the other question and you answer that. So it's a one-on-one. You listen to the question, you answer the question. You listen to the next question, you answer that question. Okay, so I think it's pretty simple because you are answering a question which is being asked. It's as simple as that. Okay, now the trick is how to answer them. Please, 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 please avoid one-word answers. Yes. Cricket, football. Do you like it? Yes. Why do you think it's famous? It's great. You know, avoid short answers. It has to be an interaction. Okay, the examiner wants to hear you so that the examiner can rate you. For that you have to talk. Alright, the examiner is judging you on the words you use, on the vocabulary you use, the kind of tenses you've used, your speech rate, your speed, your confidence level, everything. And a one word or a short answer type of an approach does not give enough information to the examiner, and then you do not score well. So the trick is to speak more, but speak relevant. Okay, so the examiner asks which sport do you like. You can give a little bit of introduction and then talk about it. Well, there are many sports I have played since childhood, but something which I got stuck onto is cricket, or is baseball, or is basketball, or anything, karate, and so whatever you like. It's amazing, it's great, I like it. Just speak a little bit about it, you know, speak for like 30-40 seconds, 45 seconds, and then yeah, that's why I like it, you know. So you close it. Then the examiner asks something else. Which sport do you think your country likes the most? My country, you know, there are a lot of you can talk about the population of your country, like there are a lot of youngsters or there are a lot of adults in the country, and they play more of outdoor games, and that's why football is really famous. And it's mostly played because it helps into this, it helps into that, and it's a family comes together and watches it, and people are excited about it, people love the zeal and enthusiasm. So talk a little bit about it. Okay, you're answering the question that which sport is loved the most in your country. You're giving that answer. Instead of saying just football, you are actually building a story around it. Yeah. Then the next question comes. So this is how your questions should be answered. Okay, so that's your section 1, or part 1 of your IELTS speaking section. Alright guys, and do not panic, it's very simple. Remember, you are my rock star. So always remember to pause, think, and then answer. It's okay to buy those 2 seconds or 3 seconds before starting the answer of each question, because remember, your examiner will like the fact that you're taking time, buying time to think and then answer in a relevant way. Okay, it's always good to buy. If you don't know what the answer should be, just pause. It's always okay that if you got a googly question or a difficult question, by the way, nothing is difficult, but if you think that you've got it and you don't know the answer instantly, you can tell the examiner that, that's a bit tough. Can I just think for a few seconds before answering? You know, it's okay to be human. I mean, it's fine. Examiner will love the fact that you are asking for permission. And but when you answer, it should be worth waiting for those 2-3 seconds, right? It should be relevant. Do not give an irrelevant answer after waiting. So always buy time and talk slow. Alright, if you are not confident about your tenses, if you're not confident about the usage of the words and you want to use some great words, I would say talk slow. Okay? Well, bye, and come on the other side of this episode where we'll be talking about part 2 of English speaking section in IELTS. All the best and see you around. Bye bye.